CCG just released a really OP event. Well, they released it yesterday, or 2 days ago. But anyways, this event is 2 weeks long, and what can you do in this 2 week long event? You can craft as much Lich Kings as possible. And why is this relevant? Well, let me tell you exactly why this is relevant. This is relevant because Lich King is used the majority of the time people use Lich King is for World Boss, and you need to do World Boss in order to get refining stones. So this is the perfect opportunity. Whether you're a free to play or a whale, I don't care. It benefits both sides. Let me tell you exactly why it benefits the whales. The reason why it benefits the whales is because when you're a whale, you're obviously spending money because you want to be the best. Now, Lich King is going to help make you become the best, and the reason why is because World Boss scales off of the majority, the units that shine the most in World Boss is attack units, followed by defense percent units. Lich King being one of the top nat 5s being used for World Boss because it does a lot of damage. So, what does this mean? So, if you're a whale, you don't need to spend as much money. All you need to really do is spend a couple $100 or whatever your budget may be. You spend probably half that amount in a month, and you're able to craft these Lich Kings instead of trying to summon these Lich Kings, okay? Wouldn't you? You're guaranteed. All you have to do is put a little bit of time and effort into farming out these Nat 3s to Nat 4s to Nat 5, farm out some tiers to awaken these guys, and you're guaranteeing yourself a Lich King versus using hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars or how much you're using trying to summon these Nat 5s. Rather, it's a Lich King or Archmage, whatever you're trying to summon. So that is the reason why it's benefiting the whales as more than the free-to-play players. Now let me tell you the reason why it's also benefiting the free-to players. The reason why it's benefiting the free-to-play players is because Lich King is a 4-second farmer, the best farmer in the game, hands down. Lich King again is used for World Boss. Lich King is used for PvE, PvP, all contents in the game. You will never lose for having a Lich King. The more Lich Kings, the better. He's probably one of the best units to have as a dupe unit, besides other attack nat 5 such as like Archmage and Fallen Angel, and possibly like Arcanist for World Boss as well. But now is the time, guys. If you haven't downloaded the game yet and you're still questioning, please download now because you don't want to miss out on this Lich King. All right, you're literally given the best one of the best PvE monsters when regarding to World Boss and leveling fodder as fast as possible. Don't miss out on it, okay? Do not miss out on it. In order to craft these thematic swordsmen, it just requires gargoyles in which you can farm a scenario, windwalkers in which you can farm a scenario, jungle hearts in which you can farm through secret dungeons, and then magic witch and harpy in which you would have to summon. But that leads to the talk about converting. Now, let's say you were really unlucky, right? You're really unlucky and you summon 20-30 scrolls, you still didn't get any harpies or magic witches. I 100% support the idea of using your blue essence to convert your nat 3s to get a magic witch or harpy, or just to get enough so you can make like 2 or 3 liches, or how many you ever want. I'm personally I'm gonna be making 2 liches because I have 2 other dupe liches that are not sanctified. I want 3 lich kings that are sanctified. But going back to the topic, the reason why it's worth it is to use your blue essence to convert nat 3s to try to get harpies and magic witches if you don't have any by the time the event ends. It's because you're guaranteeing yourself a Lich King. Why, if you're guaranteed a really OP monster and all you have to do is put some time into it and to farm out rather it's the 3-star to 4-star to 4-star to 5-star and the farm out the tiers to awaken that monster and then to craft your guaranteed nat 5, which is a Lich King in this case, why would you not do it? Why would you waste 300 blue essence to convert a nat 5 to not even guarantee yourself a nat 5 that you actually want? Now, unless you might get it, you might get the nat 5 that you want, but most of the time you probably won't get the nat 5 that you want. So, instead of doing that, use these blue essence in order to convert your nat 3s to get these harpies and magic witches. That's if you don't have it, okay? If you have these heartbeats and magic wedges, then obviously don't do it. But this is speaking for if you don't, and if you don't have the monsters, because it's 100% worth it. Like what I said earlier, World Boss, PvE, PvP, Lich King is great. You never lose when you summon another. Excuse me. You never lose when you summon another Lich King. Now, on top of this, what should you do as a player right now regarding crafting Lich Kings, Demonic Swordsmen, or whatever you're focusing on? Since they released this crafting event, we can expect to see multiple more crafting events, right? So what should you do as a player right now in order to prepare for these kind of events? The only possible way is to save all of your monsters, all of your nat 3s at minimum that isn't farmable. And you can check who's farmable by simply going to the scenario and clicking on the exclamation mark icon, and you can simply see which nat 3s are farmable and which Holy Cleric is, and so on, as long as you keep on clicking through these maps. And the reason why I say that is because you don't want, again, you don't want to be using your blue essence, right? Who wants to use the blue essence to convert nat 3s? Nobody does, obviously. So if you want to be efficient, save all of your nat 3s that are not farmable, save all your nat 4s, even if they're garble, like Angel, Death, and Fortune, save them. If you already fed them, well, start saving them, because you don't want to miss out on these events. You don't want to be wasting blue essence if you don't need to. And yeah, that's it. I think that's all I have to say.
Ha! Gay!
Hopefully you learned something. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Haha.